This one, I love her.
She was one of the most talked about house guests of Big Brother 20. And now she's going to walk right over here. Please welcome.
And I'm even going to stand up for her.
Come here.
Come on.
It's Sam, everybody.
Sam.
Come here.
Oh my God, I can't move because I'm tethered in.
I missed you.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Oh, Sam.
So good to see you. Thank
Come
you.
here, right
You
over
look
here. Hug me.
beautiful.
We're hooked up. Okay.
Sam.
Take a seat. There's so much to talk to you
We
about.
get a little extra time with you, and even if they tell us to stop, I'm going to keep going.
All right.
We didn't get to talk
right
to
into
you.
it.
Can I hold this?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because we're mic'd, you're not.
Okay.
We didn't get to talk to you because of all the rules, and you had to go right to the jury house, and we were
That's correct.
We were devastated, and you know who else was devastated? All the fans.
Oh.
The fans. We got a lot of write-ins, and we apologize. We wanted her too.
How do you think we felt?
Yeah,
I'm
how do you
so
think we
sorry.
felt? Yeah, so it's all your fault. No,
So
it
we
wasn't
have-
your fault.
We have lots to talk about.
We
For
do.
starters, you were close to Tyler throughout this game. You thought you had a final 2 with Tyler. Turns out he had a
That's
couple
correct.
others. Tonight, you did not cast your vote for Tyler. You voted for Casey instead. Had you voted for Tyler, he would be the winner tonight.
That's correct.
So why did you vote the way you did?
It was not influenced at all by Tyler's actions towards the end of the game. It was truly because I played a personal game, and I know a lot about each house guest that they might not have shared with everyone. Their stories, their families. I was sort of like a sounding board for some of the emotional things people went through. So I know that Casey was coming from a very real place, and I know I have a very clear picture of her family. So I had sort of made up my mind a long time ago that it was like this. I decided that, okay, I'm a millionaire, and it's my money. I'm going to give it away at the end of the show. Who do I want to give it to? And Casey and Tyler were both my top picks.
Really?
So I was very happy to see them up there, and yeah.
So Tyler had been sitting next to JC at the end. You would have voted for Tyler?
That's an interesting question.
what ifs. I love the what ifs.
I had considered it because as a juror, we have no idea what to expect.
Right.
But it's my responsibility to consider all the options. And I would have probably voted for JC.
Wow.
Again, not because of Tyler's actions, but because JC represents so many communities.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of depth to him that I don't think was represented. He's very smart. He had all this social stuff going on that
Sure
nobody knew about.
Nobody in the house knew. We were watching it at home, going, "Oh my God, he literally was the puppet master in a lot
He's
of the plays.
brilliant.
He was
Brilliant.
very smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you love seeing Casey's family hop up there at the end? I was dying looking at that.
I immediately recognized her mom, Jean.
Yeah.
She has her mom's name tattooed on her forearm,
Oh.
and we got to see her mom when she won HOH.
Yeah.
So I picked her out of the crowd like, boom,
Yeah.
squeezed her tight, told her what a great daughter she had.
I want to talk about your gameplay just a little bit. You won HOH early on in the game.
I did.
And you did something I've never seen anyone else do in the game. You said, nobody comes in my HOH room.
Oh, yeah, that was my room.
Do you think that was good gameplay?
I don't really care. Also, it was so early on in the season that I didn't really have to do one-on-ones. I already had my mind made up. And I allowed people to go in my room, but only one at a time.
You did allow them to.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I just didn't want my room to be turned into some kind of secret meeting hole or where
Yeah.
people get caught conspiring against one another. I just didn't want that. I really wanted a whole week of let's just take a chill pill.
I think that watching your game, you definitely were. I mean, the robot. I'll go back to the robot for 5 seconds.
Yes.
I want you to know that I started a hashtag Free Sam because I genuinely was like, where are they keeping Sam? I was genuinely losing sleep over just trying to figure out the logistics of where you were. But your gameplay was so interesting and fascinating, and also as someone who watched the show from day one, I could tell that you hadn't watched the show from day one. Not because of your game, but because there was some suggestions. You had a suggestion where it was like, I'll be the hacker. Nobody
Yes.
else needs to be the hacker.
Yes.
Did you think that was going to work?
I really didn't know. It was another one of those moments where I really had no strategy or game
Right.
play. So occasionally I would have this like spark of inspiration. I'd be like, I'm gonna play. I have a plan,
Yeah.
and they never worked. None of them. They
No.
never worked out.
You know what I was struck by?
What?
Watching you play this game was how much heart you had and how much you played an emotional game.
Yes.
Now, that usually doesn't work in this house. So was there any point when you said, okay, I'm gonna change courses here and play a strategic game?
There were a couple of times when, I put on my big girl panties and I thought, okay, I see where this is going, and it's really a lot of guesswork.
Yeah.
So, but time and time again, my guesses were wrong. So, it's really hard to describe. It's not necessarily dishonesty, but just sort of, paranoia causes you to do. You're guessing, and 10 steps in the wrong direction.
If asked, would you do it again? Not go back in, but like, do you have any regrets? Or are you?
I have no regrets.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I feel a great sense of completion, and I took something from this experience that is greater than any sum of money.
What did you take?
I have won my own heart back, and also I have grown immensely as a person, and I have basically a brand new outlook, perspective, whatever word you want to choose. For me, it really was about the experience, and I'm joyfully indebted to all these fine folks for the rest of my life.
Listen, we get it, and
Yeah,
we
we
saw
so
it
get
happen on the show.
And-
So thank you for
And
sharing
we
your
loved
heart
all
with
your
everybody.
crafts. We
Yes.
loved it. People followed your crafts, just so you know, nothing was missed, and you were loved, and the audience loved you. Just
you.
loved you.
Thank you, Sam, for sharing yourself
Thank
with
you,
us.
thank
you.
It was a
Thank you
delight.
so
Let's hear it for
much.
Thank you so
Sam.
much.
Thank you.
You did it, girl.
I know.
I know.
you.
Who says playing with heart can't get you far? Top 5,
Yeah,
right?
there you
did
go.
it, honey. Thank you so,
So
much.
lovely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And then I just leave.
Wow, yeah,
then
right
you
over
just
there.
leave.
We'll see you at the after party.
Okay, see you there.
So
See you there.
we had
We're going to the after party?
Yeah, we're going to the after party.
I didn't
we
even
had
know
a
there was an
big
after party.
moment